I'm hot, I'm hungry. I don't want to make this video. I don't want to film right now. I'm going to the gym, I'm gonna run there. I don't want to do that either. I don't want to do anything. I think I'm just hungry. I think what it is. I broke my fast yesterday, and I don't want to say I didn't eat enough. I definitely ate enough, but I just have that like hungry feeling in my stomach. And I'm complaining because that's just how I roll. I'm a complainer. I do have a very pimped out shirt, I will say that. So at least I got that going for me. Yeah, anyway, so I guess the point, like I actually don't want to make this video, I said it in like a joking way, but it's actually true. I don't really want to do it. But what I realized after I thought that thought, because, you know, I thought that thought just now, I thought that and I was like, all right, I don't really want to make this video, but it's actually not hard for me to do it because what am I doing? I'm doing the exact same thing that I would be doing anyway. And the payoff for me to actually make this video is so great compared to the amount of work that I actually have to do it, that like, who fucking cares? Honestly, like who actually cares? Like it's not a lot of work for me to like, think about it like this, like instead of just walking like silently and not doing anything, I'm walking and holding something in my hand and talking, right? If you think about it like that, if you reduce it to like what you're actually doing, it doesn't seem like that big of a deal anymore, right? You know what I mean? Anyway, bottom line, I'm doing it. I'm actually doing it, people. But what I'm gonna do first is I'm going to go to 7-Eleven and get some coffee because I need coffee. I'm getting a very special bracelet. They sell these here, these bracelets. They're pretty hilarious. I've never seen these before. Just to give you an idea, Wolfpack, Bangkok. These are the G-rated ones. This one right here, I love G-Cock. I love all of those things. I Will Rape You. That's a favorite for sure. Anyway, those are some very good ones. Anyway, I got one. I'm getting a custom one because that's just how I roll. All right, here we go. Time to run. Yeah, I don't know. I thought about not doing this either. I don't know what's wrong with me. Am I just, I don't know. Whatever. Sometimes you just gotta force yourself to exercise anyway, even when you don't feel like doing it. Sometimes you gotta do the opposite. Sometimes you gotta not exercise. I don't know, I'm not making any sense. Anyway, I'm gonna go run to the gym. I'll see you later maybe. All right, so we're actually gonna do something that I do probably only about once a month-ish. I don't know, I don't really keep track, but we are cutting the workout short. Not necessarily because I don't feel there mentally. I mean, it's fucking running. Like how mentally there do you actually need to be? Really, not that much. But I'll tell you what it is these shoes that I bought in Japan, they like scratch my heels if I don't have the right socks and like an ample amount of athletic tape. And I tried wearing different socks today. Anyway, I like am fucking 5 minutes into my run, they're already scratching my heels. So, whatever, I think I'll just chill today. I'll just take a rest today. Maybe actually right now what I'll do is I'll go for a walk. I'm actually gonna go buy some new socks right now. And then I'll just train tomorrow, not a big deal. Yeah, whatever, anyway, not a huge deal. Missing a workout here and there is really not like that big of a deal. Plus, like I said, I'm fucking hungry. Like, I don't know, I don't mind to skip a workout, you know, like if you're a beginner to fitness or whatever, and you know, you're just starting to work out again, probably not a good idea for you to skip too many workouts because you don't have that as a habit yet. But I can skip a workout and know that I'll be back in the gym like tomorrow, you know what I mean? So for me, it's not really a big deal, I guess. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do now. I did just drink that coffee, so I wanna like do something active, I think. I don't really know, to be honest with you. Anyway, I'm gonna think about this for a little bit. We'll see. Professional noodle man, right here. What's up? So I'm gonna eat these tonight. This is like definitely not healthy fried noodles, but I don't know, I really wanna eat these. And I just canceled my run, so I was like, fuck it. Might as well. Flip them around in the thing. Wow, amazing. Thank you, brother. I just walked by all of this like street food, not like your normal like healthy street food that I normally get, but like all of this like all these like snacks and cookies, and like I'm in the more like Thai area, 2 streets over basically from Khao San Road is like where all the Thais fucking buy their actual food from other Thai people, not the like whatever watered down tourist street food bullshit. Anyway, I was walking by and I was like, oh my god, I kind of just want to like buy all of this and eat it right now. Like fuck OMAD, fuck a mukbang, like just buy it all and eat it. It's very tempting. I think I might do it. I think I might actually just do it, and then I think I'm gonna fast tomorrow because I wanted to fast again anyway. So I think I might fast tomorrow. Or should I fast in 2 days? So I wanted to work out. It's now day 3 that I haven't worked out. And before that I had like a week where I didn't work out. And I worked out 2 days in a row. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, yeah, definitely a possibility that I will do that right now. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. And then just fast tomorrow, like fuck it, I don't care. I really kind of just want to, I don't know what's wrong with me. I think my willpower is low today. I'm experiencing a moment of weakness. Will I hold out? I'm not really sure. But if you read the title of this video, it'll probably give it away. You will actually know before I will. How crazy is that? Strange. Yeah. They even have empanadas here. This might be a sign. I might fall off the wagon today. I'm not really sure. But I feel very weak, emotionally weak. I have no willpower right now. I'm starving. Check out my awesome bracelet. I might actually have a problem. Do you think people will see this and they'll think it's real? Or do you think they'll think it's fake? And do you think I could actually sell these for like $50 and pass them off as real? Maybe like make them look a little bit nicer? I'm not sure. Probably though. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. This cat is my friend. My best friend. Not my best friend, but she's up there for sure. All right. So yeah, basically, it's time for food. It's time for food. You know, sometimes I walk around and I'm like, sometimes you see people that are like completely oblivious to the world around them. I won't say who specifically. Somebody who's very standing near me, or was standing near me. Might be that guy in the blue shirt, I'm not sure. I wonder, I'm like, do I ever walk around like completely oblivious to what's going on around me? And I think I do. I think the answer is yes. But I just don't notice it. And maybe blah, 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 whatever. I am so out of it today. I kind of just realized how out of it I am as I'm trying to do this video later in the day. Yeah, so anyway, I think now I'm going to go to the grocery store and get some food. Obviously, well, not obviously, but I resisted the temptation to get, to like do like a shitty binge of shitty food. Oh, I'm good. Thank you. Like, I understand these people, they're trying to work, trying to make money, but like, dog, do I look like I want to go to the fucking market? Like, really, come on. Come on, bro. Anyway, it's grocery store time. I need some fucking, I need pure food. I need clean food. I need something that will replenish my fucking energy bars. Not like actual energy bars, but like the bars of energy, like on a phone, for example. Ugh, I'm so out of it. I think also maybe some corn, maybe some pineapple. I think maybe some liver. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be the name of the game today. I think I realized why also I'm fucking so out of it today. That's because yesterday I made, like, I did the live stream yesterday. Was that yesterday? It was only yesterday, huh? Anyway, I did the live stream, that was fucking 2 hours, and then I made a fucking vlog, it was an hour and a half. Like an hour of an hour of that was me talking during the mukbang. And then I did 4 additional videos on top of that. So yeah, that was a lot of work. Like when you talk a lot, like I realized this when I used to work in kiosks. Like Saturday, for example, is a very busy day in the mall, and it's generally a very good day in terms of sales. I don't know why, whatever, it's the weekend, people go to the mall, they want to spend money, they're easier to stop, and that's great, that's, you know, all well and good, but you end up spending a lot of your actual day talking. You're like talking during a lot of the day. So Sunday, unfortunately, is kind of a bad day. You know, is it because the people who go to the mall are not necessarily looking to buy like they are on Saturday? and it's really just families who are trying to go there with their kids because they don't have anything else interesting to do on Sunday. I think that might be part of it. But another part of it that's not to be discounted is the fact that after you fucking spend the entire day talking and expending energy, the next day you're going to be tired. And unless you're in a situation where you have to actually talk a lot for an extended period of time in a given day, you're not really going to notice that. Oh, hey, here's my corn lady, but she's not ready yet. Hello! My corn lady's very nice. Anyway, today's a grocery store day. I don't know about all this corn shit. I think I need some liver, some good old-fashioned liver. Maybe I'll have some garlic. And then I'm not really sure. I haven't thought that far ahead. I also think I'm going to be fasting more. I think I might do 1 or 2 a week. I really enjoyed my fast the other day. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to work out one day and then fast the day after that, and alternate it, at least for the time being. Oh yeah. Anyway, great story. You know, every once in a while, like I've said multiple times already in this video, like sometimes you wake up and you're just not feeling it. You're like, oh god, I gotta go do this again, like whether it's working out or like whatever it is, honestly, and you're just like over it. And honestly, I really could just turn this off right now and be totally fine. Dang. With not making a video. Sorry, just distracted by this lovely curly-haired creature right here. Oh my goodness. Couldn't see the face, but when your body looks like that, it does not matter what your face looks like. I mean, it does, kind of, but not really. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, talking about not wanting to do things. Yeah, I mean, look, that's kind of the good thing about doing so much, like having a high average output of work, right? Like, for example, lately, you know, obviously I've been making fucking 9 billion videos a day. So for me, like a light day would be like making 4 videos for like 2 hours, right? That's like an easy day for me. And I've got so many videos banked now. I've probably got 20 videos in the bank. And since I started doing these like mukbang / vlog things, I'm like reducing the amount of actual videos that I do, because these are like an hour and a half long. And like, yeah, fine, there's no upper limit to the amount of videos that people will actually watch. However, they do seem to be doing better overall when I only put out like 4 or 5-ish per day. So I think 4 or 5 plus, like, you know, maybe something like one piece that's like an hour and a half-ish. I think that's pretty much enough for people to watch. Plus, like, what I also want to start doing is maybe like a 2-hour live stream, maybe twice a week-ish, 1, 2, 3 times, maybe something like that. Also, I had the idea, somebody told me, I forget who it was, but somebody commented, they're like, what you should do is you should live stream your mukbangs. And I was like, oh, it's a fucking really good idea. And he's like, people could tell you like what to buy, what to eat, blah, blah, blah. It's a good idea, but I can't really do that now just because of the time change. Like if I live stream it now, like it's like 5 in the morning in America now. Like who's gonna actually watch this? Nobody, if it was live. But what I could do, what I thought about doing, is like, you know, it's just like, I don't know, I hate fucking asking for donations. It's like begging. I don't like begging, even if it's e-begging. You know what I mean? But what I thought maybe I could do is like, if people want to see me actually go do something specific, I could say like, okay, like when I, you know, like however long it takes, like this is something we would do in sales, right? They would say, okay, when you sell $10,000 worth of product, regardless of if you do it next week or if it takes you like 2 months, you'll go out and you'll buy yourself, like you make a list of all the shit that you want to buy, and you go out and buy it all for yourself. Like if you're a girl, you buy a fucking Coach bag or like a dress or like whatever it is, you know? So I was thinking, all right, when I, you know, let's say I hit another, I don't know, $100 or something in donations, I would like go get a tattoo. Or for example, I don't want another tattoo, to be honest with you, but like I would go do like a shopping spree in fucking MBK. Or like when I hit like another $300, I would like go make a fucking vlog about like buying a camera or something like that. Because I actually need a camera. You know, it's fine being on like selfie stick for now. It's fine. But yeah, production quality wise, like the camera would definitely help. So like little things like that, I just don't really know how to like work those in there. I'm not really sure. I was maybe like Patreon or something. I just fucking hate like the whole begging thing. Plus it's also like what's the incentive for people to actually donate, right? Because like if only a few people donate and everybody benefits, like why would anybody go first? You know what I mean? Anyway, grocery store up here. We'll talk later. I actually can't go to that grocery store without spending any less than $10, despite the fact that like I'm definitely not going to eat all of this food at all. So I didn't film it, but I bought some food from like, they have a bunch of vendors kind of outside, like on the sidewalk, that also sell random fucking weird Thai shit that like you've never seen before. But I decided to buy some, and I noticed something interesting, like another thing that I remembered from selling in kiosk, which is that like, all right, so when you do kiosk sales, when you do face-to-face sales, you have a lot of like little jokes that you'll use to kind of get the person to loosen up in the first maybe 20-30 seconds of the interaction, maybe sooner, just to kind of get them to be like a little bit more open to the idea of you selling them something. And I noticed that when I was really tired, on days where like I was really tired, maybe like for whatever reason, when I was really tired, I would make these jokes and they would fall flat, like completely fall flat, right? Not laughing, and like they would like get angry at me for like making the joke. And I was like, oh my god, like the joke that killed yesterday, today, like when I made the joke, like they fucking like gave me the evil eye. So I noticed just now when I was talking to the vendors, I was like trying to like talk to them and be nice and like make jokes or whatever, and they were like, get the fuck out of here, like why are you talking to us, you like disgusting foreigner. Is it possible they just don't like foreigners? That's also possible, but I think it's more likely that my jokes were just fucking falling flat because I'm fucking so out of it and tired and really hungry. Oh, yeah, don't make videos when you're tired. Don't do anything when you're tired, honestly. Yeah. What's up, everybody? Time to relax. Time to relax. I still do not have a tripod. I did buy some new duct tape though. So, yeah. Okay, so let's talk business. I don't know what these are. I have no idea what that is. I bought it. Liver, definitely know what that is. We'll be eating that to replenish my everything. I got some vegetables as well. I believe these are pickled, so get some probiotics. I bought this. I want to say this is pork. This stuff, this feels like syrup or something. This crap right here. It came with these green things that I showed you a minute ago. We got some chicken skewers here as well. And we got, oh fuck, I didn't get a spoon. Got some rice. Do I have a spoon here? Alright, I'll be right back. Maybe this will be the thumbnail. Whatever. Anyway, I also got these. These are mung beans, in case any of you have had mung beans before. It's like a type of beans popular in Asia. They're really good, actually. And I got these. These are like, I think this is like peanut brittle. These are like peanuts. I don't know, moment of weakness maybe. I just bought it, but fuck it. Okay. Well, bon appetit, everybody who's not going to be eating with me. Yeah, I need to eat this food before I can be coherent, I think. Yeah, sometimes on days like this where I'm just super out of it, I will eat earlier in the day. It is a little bit earlier. It's about 5 o'clock. I try to wait till 5 o'clock. I always try to wait until 5 o'clock, regardless. I generally make it a little bit. Oh, my iPhone just crashed. I wonder why. I don't know. Whatever. Whatever. Time for garlic. Garlic always makes me feel better. Garlic is my friend. Ew, Jesus. Some rotten pieces of garlic in here. Oh, alright. I don't know why I'm thinking so much about kiosk sales today, but I guess in general, I don't really generally don't push myself as hard as I did back then physically. Because in that job, you push yourself to the limit all the time. It's like you have to work. You're always on. You know what I mean? If you're there at work, you're working. You're not like, there's none of this like, I'm gonna fucking go on Facebook for 3 hours. I mean, it happens occasionally if you're like depressed or something. But generally, like, you're there, you're at least like trying to stop people, trying to sell. But, sometimes you just get there and you're just so exhausted. I'm eating nappies. Your jokes fall flat. Nobody wants to buy from you, nobody wants to talk to you. And it's not the type of thing, like, this is honestly, like, this is one of the reasons why I don't go back to that job, is because, like, it's almost like being in a bad relationship, where, like, you're stuck in a situation where you're just in so much pain and you can't really get out of it, right? Like, if you're at the mall and you're having a bad day, you can't just, like, go home. It's not like a normal job where you're like, oh, I don't feel well, I'm going home. I mean, obviously, like, in the day, anybody can do whatever they want, anytime, but you don't really, like, ever get permission to do it. Sometimes if you have a lot more experience, they'll work with you a little bit, but generally they don't let you do that, because the problem with sales is that if one day you just, like, you're not in the mood to sell and you're like, oh, I want to go home, like, you can't let that become something that anybody can do at any time. It's a bad precedent. Ugh. So you just get, and again, it's not like the type of job where, like, because most of the time you can't just, like, stop, you know what I mean? Like, you commit for a certain amount of months. Generally, you, like, live in the company apartments, so it's not like you can, like, disappear to your own apartment and not answer your calls. Like, you fucking live with these people, you know what I mean? And you can, like, if things get really bad, you can, like, refuse to go to work, but, like, you don't want shit to even get there, to that point, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't want to say eventually they do for everybody, because some people are actually able to kind of handle that job long term, and by long term I mean, like, years they stay in that job. I don't know how they do it. I was never able to do it for that long. The longest I worked was in New Zealand. I did, actually that's not true, it was Australia last year, or 2017. I worked 8 months, and that was only because it was my kiosk, and I was fucking grinding, like, because I knew I'd never make that much money again. Well, not that I knew, I'd never made that much money before, and I didn't know when I'd be able to make that again. But the thing is like, when you experience pain like that, hold on. When you experience that type of pain, you shouldn't make any decisions when you're in that mindset, That sounds good to say that. Don't make any decisions when you're fucking an emotional wreck, obviously. But if you experience, because the problem with kiosk sales is that if you experience too many bad days in a row, like, even the best salesman in the world, you have too many bad days in a row, your confidence is completely gone. It's like sometimes you have days where you're like, shit, like, do I not have the magic touch anymore? Like, can I not actually do this job? And do I actually suck at this, and I've just been getting lucky this entire time? And then, sometimes you have the opposite also. Sometimes, like, you have days that are so good, you're like, I could do this fucking job forever. I'll happily do this job forever. Like, for the rest of my life, I will happily work in the mall and stand at this fucking kiosk and sell whatever the fuck I'm selling. Because you're just so good. You're just on fire. So you definitely experience emotional highs and lows, you could say. All right, eat this one more piece. I learned from watching, because I watch all my own videos, so I watched my last mukbang, and I was like, I put all of the food that I had finished in front of me, and I was like, oh, that's disgusting. I don't want to look at that. So now I'm going to put it over there. I'll make you guys look at my fucking dead food. Where's this vegetables at? Where are my vegetables at? I wonder if these are good. Not really. It's a pickle. Oh my god, it's so bad. Alright, well, oh my god, that's actually the worst tasting thing I've ever had in my life. Ugh. I thought it was a pickle. It was actually bitter. What the fuck is this? What was this thing? Does this not look like a pickle from the outside? But then you turn it inside out and it's like, what the fuck is that? There's also this thing. I don't know what this is. I'll try it, I guess. Not so bad. Ugh, fucking disgusting. Thank God I got meat this time. Thank Jesus. Thank you, Jesus, for the meat. This looks interesting. Yeah, I mean, as much as I, know all this stuff, and I would always tell myself, like, don't make a decision when you're angry, blah, 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 or like when you're upset, or when you're fucking exhausted, and fucking had a couple bad days in a row. Every time I always did that job, it always kind of ended, like I always fucking crash and burn when I would do that job, which again is like one of the reasons why I'm so kind of hesitant to even consider ever going back to it, even though I know it's a sure thing, and I know, like, if we look at the big picture, like, basically I know that I can go and I can do that job and I can work for fucking 6 months and come out of there with like a nice little chunk of change. I just don't like, where's my fork? I don't want to deal with it, you know what I mean? I don't want to, like, I don't know, I don't want to deal with the fucking mental anguish of all of it, because it's not the type of job where you can avoid pain. You just can't. Like, you're going to experience pain, a lot of pain. But sometimes you just can't stop. Whatever. And it sucks. Definitely builds you as a person. And every season, like every period that you go, you get stronger and stronger, for sure. And you meet a lot of interesting people, either whether they're customers or like other Israelis that you end up working with. Always kind of good people. Again, like I said, not like I talk to these people, not like I maintain any sort of relationship with them, but it's still good to meet them, still good to experience that with them while you can. Smells funky. Oh man. But I remember sometimes I would come home from that job. Wow. I think that's satay. Like peanut sauce. That is pretty fucking good. Wowee. Anyway, I'd come home from that job sometimes, like on days where I was like really actually exhausted. I would come home and I would eat, and I would literally like eat, take a shower, and get straight into bed, like 6 p.m. sometimes. Well, depends where I was working. In Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa, the malls have shorter hours, so they're generally like more favorable places to work. Sorry, I feel like I have shit on my face. Like in Australia, the malls are open really from like 10 to like 5. Or sorry, is it 9 to 5? I think it's 9 to 5, or like 9 to 5:30. 5:30 they close, except for Thursday, which is known as Long Shopping Day, which is a 12-hour day. In America, in Canada, and probably Europe, I'm not sure, malls are open 11 hours a day. So it's literally the difference between working 70 hours a week and like less than 50. So in America, it's you progress much faster because you spend a lot more time on the job, and it like hardens you a lot more. Like my first 2 years I worked in America, and in America, because it's much more competitive, like from a shopping standpoint, the prices are much lower, right? So if you get 30% of your sales and you sell a product for $100, because that's like competitively, like in other stores what they're selling for, you make $30. But if you're in Australia and the products are all selling for fucking $200 or $250, because it's Australia and it's a fucking island in the middle of nowhere, and you can't get anything without shipping it fucking halfway around the world, then you make twice as much, So, after working in America for 2 years, I went to Australia, and I was like, oh my god, I work like half the amount of time here, and I make twice as much money. This is like insane. So I worked like a maniac. Anyway, I might go back to it if I'm absolutely desperate. We'll see. Not my first choice, or second, or third, or fourth, or fifth, but one thing I like about it is it makes time slow down. Time goes much slower on that job. Which I feel helps make you smarter. Because you experience so much more. Or you feel like you do, at least. I feel like you live so many more lives. Every fucking new place that I went to, fucking work somewhere, is like a life that I live. It sounds dumb, I know, like, oh, you lived another life because you fucking went and worked in like New Zealand for like 8 months, like, good for you. But it's like a little mini fucking ecosystem. Like a little fucking time portal to another dimension. You meet all these friends, all these people that work in the mall. There's all this like drama. Sales up and down, Christmas season. And then you leave. Oh well. God, am I in the worst mood ever right now, or what? Definitely need some rest. I wonder sometimes, like, what if I'm working too hard? Oh my god, I have fucking food all over me. But maybe like if I'm making like too many videos, Like, and again, like I said, I probably shouldn't take anything that I think now seriously anyway, because I'm under the influence of fucking exhaustion, I guess. Maybe not exhaustion, but like tiredness and crankiness. It's good. But still, it's good to experience these thoughts, I guess. Expose you to like other sides of the spectrum. Can't only always be happy all the time. That'd be nice. I guess another thing that's kind of interesting is that even honestly living here and making all these videos, this feels like time is slowing down for me as well. Because I feel very productive. Like, let's say one of these vlogs that I make, let's say I make a long one, hour and a half, right? For a vlog, that sounds very long, right? When you think of an hour and a half, you think of a vlog. It sounds like a long time, right? But for me to actually go out and film that isn't only an hour and a half of my day, and only an hour and a half of my life to actually film all of the footage. And when you're filming for an hour and a half, you're really like 100% engaged in what you're doing. You're thinking, I guess, is what I mean. Which is different than, like, let's say, watching TV or being on Instagram. Like, I don't know if you engage a different part of your brain, but like you engage your brain like period. Like right now, I'm sitting here, I'm eating this food, I'm trying to think, not so hard, like pretty good at it by now, but I'm like thinking of what to say. I'm like, okay, I'm talking about this, all right, what's some like fucking tangential thing I can like spin this off into and get into some fucking other like discussion and like, you know, tell a story and like blah blah blah. So it requires like, I guess, engagement, like full engagement, you could say, or at least like somewhat active. And now that I think about it, I think that might be the secret to slowing down your life and really feeling like you've lived a long time and experienced a lot, is that engagement. Gross. So much fat on this meat. I feel that traveling really helps with that. Not just traveling, but traveling for like extended periods of time, combined with doing jobs that are extremely challenging, also for like short periods of time. Because when you travel, like this is a thing in pickup, I think I've mentioned this before, but they say that when you're with a girl, let's say you're out at a club, you meet a girl, or whatever, you're out anywhere, or even if you're just like hanging out with her, right? What you're supposed to do, you're supposed to go to several different locations, right? If you just meet someone and you stay in the same location where you met them, you're not going to feel that you know them as well as opposed to if you go to 3 different locations, right? And this, you know, whatever, I'm using an example in pickup, but like you can use this for anything. Let's say you want to meet somebody, or you want to get closer to somebody. Let's say you go to a business lunch or something, right? You're gonna go meet somebody for lunch, some fucking business connection, whatever. And you can just go and eat lunch with them, or you can go to lunch, or you can like walk down the block and fucking go to some bakery and get like dessert or coffee or something, right? And just the fact that you've gone to more than one location will automatically make that person feel like they have a stronger bond with you, or I guess make them feel like they know you more intimately. Which is dumb if you think about it, right? Like why would we be tricked so easily by something that's doesn't even really like make any sense? Think about it, like. But I guess, you know, I guess if you like, who cares? Honestly, like you don't really need to understand everything in order to use it to your advantage. Right? I got this rice just because, like, I don't know, I feel like I need some rice sometimes. I mean, I got this black rice, I'm not sure why. Like, they had it in there, I figure it's probably better than white rice. No idea why it's black, maybe they mix it with beans or something. Anyway, when you travel a lot, and you work like a job that fucking makes you like question your life, time goes really slow. Time's probably going really slow for you as you watch this video. You're like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Oh god. I'm gonna finish this food. I'm gonna probably go get some ice cream, and I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna lie in bed, I'm gonna fucking watch anime for like 6 hours. Not a bad life, honestly. Like, I think sometimes I'm like, all right, if I ever have to actually get a job again because I'm completely broke, I'm gonna look back on like my time here, not just here in Bangkok specifically, but here like these past like 2 years really that I've been bouncing around, mainly in Asia. I'm gonna be like, wow, I fucking wasted so much time there. Like, I could have been so much more productive. Not that I like flushed this time down the toilet, but like I should have spent more time and energy working on ways to get like residual income so I would be able to continue doing this type of lifestyle. I see myself having that regret. I don't spend any time on it now, really. Like I said, I have that like one maybe potential client who honestly like seems to be dragging their feet. I thought the deal was like a sure thing. Fuck. Oh. I thought the deal was like a sure thing, but it doesn't seem so much anymore. Whatever. You know, like I said, shit happens. Can't count your chickens. Ever. Even after they hatch. Still can't count them. But, you know, you never know what life is going to throw your way, right? Like everything in my life has led up to this moment. And some like really awesome thing I'm sure will happen to me in a fucking month or something. And it will be a result of fucking all the bad shit that happened too. So I don't really worry about it. I don't really worry about much, to be honest with you. I think that's why, I mean, you know, everyone says like I'm a really chill person, blah, blah, blah. I think I'm pretty chill. I just have really like low standards for happiness, like low requirements. I don't need much. Just like, let me work out, you know, really, and get some sun. And not have to spend too much time at a job that I hate, or any time at a job that I hate. Are those like big requirements these days? I don't think so. Like, I get comments on my videos. People, you know, sometimes ask about like, what do you do for a living? How do you make your money? How do you survive out there? What's the cost of living? And like, honestly, cost of living out here is like dirt cheap. If you have like $5,000 in the bank, you can live in Asia for fucking like 6 months, honestly. Like actually like 6 months. Straight up, like you have $5,000 saved. Let's say you have $5,000. Let's say you want to be a digital nomad, right? Let's say you want to like do what I'm doing, or some variation of it, where you're like, you know, you don't have a real job, and you're like trying to work online, or like working on some passion project that you have, or your fucking online store, like whatever it is. It's not super hard to save $5,000, right? If you like live alone and you have, I don't know, if you have a minimum wage job, it might be tough. But it's not hard to find a job that will pay you like more than minimum wage. You know what I mean? Like, go fucking work like manual labor, fucking get paid in cash for something, like some kind of job. You know what I mean? They're out there. And just save the money. Not hard to save $5,000. You save $5,000 in 6 months. If you work your ass off, probably do it in less. You know, depending on what you do. But like, save $5,000. Come to fucking Thailand or Vietnam. Go to Chiang Mai. Go to Bangkok. Go to like one of the islands. Go to fucking Ho Chi Minh. Sorry. So sorry. Whatever. Anyway, fucking just live for 6 months. Food's so cheap out here, rent's so cheap out here. Like, if you don't have kids, you're not married, you don't have kids, like, I don't understand why you wouldn't do it, you know? Like, why Okay, fine. I understand some people, like, they like their life and they have their friends and they have their routine and like they have all their shit that they do, and things are going well enough, I guess, where you are, where you don't feel like you need to go, and that's fine. I guess this is not directed at you, but if that's not you, you're not like enjoying where you are, you feel stuck, you feel like you're missing out on what the world has to offer. Like, why are you still there? You know, that's why I left. That's why I leave every time I leave. Because every time I go somewhere new, I am leaving. And I'm like, okay, it's not good here anymore. I gotta go. You know, it's like, I always tell people, just a really weird example, but I always tell people that like me leaving is like when you dislocate a joint. Once you dislocate it the first time, it's much easier to dislocate like again, which is kind of how I feel anytime I go someplace. It's like it gets easier and easier. That's interesting tasting. I think I'm just gonna put all of this in here. I don't know what this is. Yeah, like why are you not, like, I don't care what fucking country you live in. You could live in, I mean, maybe if you're in India, you might be fucked. But like, if you live in like a Western country, go fucking work, go save some money. I mean, and this is if you want to like try the fucking digital nomad thing. You know what I mean? Not hard. It's fucking freelance and make some money. It's really not. You just got to do the work. Ooh, man, is that molasses or something? You just go to Asia. Oh my god, lifestyle out here like is so much better if you don't have a lot of money. That's why I stay here for so long. Like all right, so basically I was downstairs today. You know, I've been here for like, how long have I been here? A month and a half in this guest house, right? So like, I mean, I know the staff here pretty well, and there's this one lady who works the front desk. Like, I guess she's like the boss and manager. Every time I go down in the morning to make my coffee, we chat for like a minute or like 2 minutes. And she showed me today on her phone. I just learned this today, but she plays penny stocks. Right? You guys like know what penny stocks are? Like these fucking shitty stocks that like, I don't want to say they're like fake companies, but you're like not likely to ever make any money from them, but sometimes you do, somehow. I'm not really sure how it works, honestly. I just know there's a bunch of fucking scams. Anyway, it's like gambling, basically, and she does it, right? She showed me yesterday, or today. She's like, yeah, you know, I don't make a lot of money here, but I can play these penny stocks, and sometimes I'll make fucking 800, 900 baht. I was like, oh wow, that's really good, you know? She makes, and she's like, yeah, I work here for a month, I only make 10,000 baht, right? She works here for a month to make fucking $300, you know? That's her entire salary. That's not her rent, you know? That's not like her fucking car payment. That's like her entire salary for working full time. It's not an expensive place. I think she might also get free room and board also because she works here. I'm not sure. I wouldn't be surprised though because she lives here too. But yeah, like, why not just, you know, I don't know, do whatever you want. I don't fucking care what you guys do, but the point I'm trying to make is that it's really not that hard to do this. Like people, like sometimes they like, people will write in the comments like, oh, I wish I could do that. And again, like I said, if you have fucking kids or like whatever, some kind of responsibility where you are, alright, sucks, but I guess you just can't do it. But if you don't, you're like some fucking young person, like why not? Oh god, it's too sweet. Anyway, the point is that it's fucking easy. It's easy to do. Like even me now, like with as little money as I have, I could probably stay, honestly, like at the rate that I'm spending money now. And I'm spending way too much. Like I'm spending way more than I should. Like yesterday I bought all these fucking shirts, like this shirt. I'm in no position to buy fucking shirts. But still, even with that, I could probably stretch out what I have now to like another, including the income that I have, I could probably stay here for another 6 months in Asia, honestly. If I'm smart. Which actually, now that I think about it, is not really such a bad idea. It's just like when, you know, I'm not, I don't know what this is, these are good. Not bad. I almost said, when's it going to get better? But it's not bad now. I'm just being mopey. But it's like, when am I going to make it, you know? I don't know if I'm the only one who thinks that. I don't know, do you guys like, do you work on anything where you have a chance of making it? I feel like most people don't do that. One of my favorite authors, Nassim Taleb, he talks about, let's see if I can get this right. Basically, his whole thing, he was a trader, right? I think he traded like bonds or something. I'm not really sure like the specifics of like what financial instrument he specialized in. But his whole thing was that he would prefer to make money infrequently, but make massive amounts of money when he did. As opposed to most of the other traders, call them mainstream traders or whatever, who preferred the opposite, to make little tiny bits of money very frequently. But then the problems that when they lose big, right? Like, one of his books, The Black Swan, came out in 2007, right before the subprime mortgages, right before all that shit happened, right? So basically what he said, he kind of, I don't want to say he predicted it, but he kind of like predicted the concept behind like the crash. So what he said, you know, at the time, a subprime mortgage was like a very attractive investment for people, you know, for people to like invest in that, to like buy the debt, right? You have like all these people that take out the mortgages, basically loans that they can't pay back at like very small interest rates that just fucking go up like a lot, and then they default on the loans. So you would have a lot of traders who would make money by investing in these loans, or I'm probably fucking it up, like buying and selling loans, whatever. Anyway, they would make lots of money consistently from like using these as a way to make money. But when the market fucking crashed, they put all of their eggs in this fucking subprime mortgage basket and lost all their fucking money. Whereas Nassim Taleb, what he would do is he would regularly bet on the crash, right? Like, let's say the market's gone up every day for the past year, or 5 years, or 10 years. Every day, every following day, there's a greater and greater chance that it's going to crash. Nobody thinks it's going to crash because it's gone up every fucking day for the past 10 years, or 5 years, or whatever it is. So like when you buy, you know, the investments that will kind of like, because what is like trading? It's really like gambling. Like what are the bets that bookies are offering regarding the market crashing are like ridiculous, like a fucking 10,000 to 1, whatever. I'm making up numbers, but like you get the idea, right? It's like making a bet tomorrow that fucking, I don't know, some crazy shit is going to happen, like the United States is going to collapse, something like that. Like, you never expect that, right? So the odds on that are going to be really good. But if you win that bet, you win big. So Taleb was kind of the guy who like pioneered this philosophy in recent years, right? Maybe it was like somebody who like thought of it before him or something. I'm not really sure. But he's the one who kind of like popularized it as a result of the fucking crash. So, an example that he gives in his book, I think it was Anti-Fragile or The Black Swan, I'm not sure which book it was, but he talks about how, he talks about a dentist, right? Dentists, you know, dentists make good money. And this dentist works for like, I don't know, 20 years, whatever. After 20 years, decides to retire. He likes to invest, he likes to do like day trading. So his idea is he's going to retire to like the south of France and just day trade the whole time because he enjoys it. And what he notices is that when he does that to retire, he feels really like he's like watching his fucking investments like all day, as traders do. And he notices that when his investments go down, he feels really bad. And when they go up, he feels good, but it's not an even amount. They go down, he doesn't feel 1 unit of bad, and if they go up, he feels 1 unit of good. It's like you feel really bad and like kind of a little good. So the point that he makes is like, don't try, like, are you either going to be the dentist, right, who makes lots of money very slowly, or are you going to be the guy that like tries to shoot for the moon and make a lot of money, right? Anyway, the fucking point is that he makes another point about book sales, how like a handful of authors in the world are responsible for like 95% of all book sales, something like that. So anybody who like writes a book, what are the odds that that book is going to get popular, is going to fucking sell anything? Very small. Does that mean you shouldn't try and you should go be a dentist instead? The point that he makes is that like you should do both. I think he makes this point, or maybe I like just inferred this. But you don't want to only, I mean, I guess you can, but you don't want to only shoot for the moon, you know, and try and get the big payoff. Because statistically speaking, the odds are extremely low that you'll ever get it. So you kind of need to also have something, you know, be a dentist or whatever your version of that is, to pay the bills. Or to like sustain you while you work on your fucking project or whatever it is, your fucking band, I don't know. But what I think is misleading about that, most people don't even try. Most people aren't even fucking trying for the big prize, which makes me think that it's really not that hard to get it. You just have to be consistent. Most people don't have a YouTube channel they upload to regularly. Most people don't try to write a book. Most people aren't trying to fucking, I don't know, I want to say break into Hollywood, but like, I guess that's a little bit more saturated. But even the actors that I know, right, they're not like going to auditions like obsessively. You know, they're not really trying that hard. They'll go like occasionally, you know, they're just kind of lazy. Or they quit. Or they start making really good money as a bartender and they're like, fuck it. So anyway, the point, my advice to you, which I really have no business giving you, is you gotta have something, you know, that'll like give you that chance of hitting it big. And now that I think about it, I can't really think of anybody who has that. I mean, maybe one friend of mine who does. But he's a very smart guy. And he's always got different fucking shit going on. Probably a matter of time before he does something. And he, anyway, whatever. He's crushing it. Oh god, I am fucking full. I just can't stop eating this shit. It's so good. Molasses or something? I don't even know. Alright, last bite. I'm a mess. Alright, I'm done. Thank you for watching this train wreck of a mukbang slash vlog. I don't know, what's the lesson here? Like, do stuff even if you don't feel like it, or if you don't feel like it, you should rest and not do it, or both, maybe? I don't know. Goodbye.